Imagine waking up one day and discovering that your ordinary human body has been replaced by a machine. You can fly, you can destroy almost anything, you can even heal people from deadly diseases, you could become a superhero, but what if someone else received exactly the same powers and decided to become a monster? This is the story of Inuyashiki. Ichiro Inuyashiki is a 58-year-old man whose life seems to have completely passed him by. At work, nobody respects him. At home, even his own family barely pays attention to him. Although he is surrounded by people, Ichiro feels completely alone. One day, Ichiro is sitting sadly outside his house when a small dog approaches him. A piece of paper is attached to the dog's collar. It is a letter from the dog's owner asking whoever finds the dog to take care of her. The dog's name is Hanako. Ichiro immediately becomes attached to her and wants to keep her, but his wife saw the dog and refuses to let him keep it. With no other choice, Ichiro takes Hanako outside and leaves her on the road. Then he runs away. But Hanako refuses to leave him. She runs after him. Eventually, Ichiro reaches a park, and when he turns around, Hanako is standing right in front of him. Seeing her again makes Ichiro happy. He kneels down and starts petting her. But then he notices a teenage boy sitting on a nearby bench. It is Hiro Shishigami. Suddenly, a strange light appears in the sky. Both Ichiro and Hiro look up. Before they can understand what is happening, something falls from the sky and crashes directly into the park. Hanako manages to escape, but Ichiro and Hiro are caught in the impact. The explosion kills them both. But this isn't the end. When Ichiro wakes up, he discovers that something has changed. His body looks normal from the outside, but underneath he is no longer human. His entire body has been transformed into an incredibly advanced machine. He can fly. He can fire powerful weapons. He can communicate through his mechanical systems, and most importantly, he discovers that he can heal people. At first, Ichiro has no idea what to do with these abilities, but after spending his entire life feeling useless, he finally has something he can give to others. So Ichiro begins using his powers to help people. He searches for people suffering from serious illnesses and secretly heals them. People who were once told they had no hope suddenly recover. For the first time in his life, Ichiro feels that his existence has a purpose, but he isn't the only person who survived the explosion. Hiro Shishigami was reconstructed too, and he received almost the same powers, but Hiro sees his abilities very differently. To him, these powers aren't a responsibility, they're freedom. He can fly, he can destroy people without touching them, and he can kill from a distance. At first, Hiro simply experiments with his abilities, but his curiosity soon turns into something much darker. One day he enters an innocent family's home and kills everyone inside. There is no heroic reason, no greater purpose. Hiro simply wants to experience what his new power can do. When Ichiro discovers what Hiro is doing, he tries to stop him. But Ichiro is still inexperienced. He doesn't fully understand his abilities, and Hiro manages to overpower him. Ichiro survives, but now he understands the truth. Someone else has the same powers, and that person has chosen to use them for evil. Meanwhile, Ichiro meets a young man named Naoyuki Ando. Ando knows Hiro's secret. He understands how dangerous Hiro has become, and he decides to help Ichiro. He teaches Ichiro how Hiro uses his abilities and helps him understand his own mechanical body. Slowly, Ichiro becomes better at controlling his powers, but Hiro is becoming more dangerous every day. One day, Hiro is walking down the street with his mother when police officers suddenly surround him. They believe Hiro is responsible for a series of murders. Instead of surrendering, Hiro tries to escape. During the chase, he uses his powers to kill several officers. Now the police know they're dealing with something far beyond an ordinary murderer. But Hiro's problems don't end there. The media begins harassing his mother. Her address is exposed online and people start attacking her with hateful comments. Unable to handle the pressure, Hiro's mother eventually takes her own life. After his mother's death, Hiro completely loses control. He finds the person who had posted his mother's address in the comments. Hiro replies to his comment with a simple threat. He tells him that he will kill him. Then Hiro hacks into his computer. The man is sitting in front of his screen when Hiro suddenly appears on the monitor. Hiro raises one finger and points it at him like a gun. Bang! The man is killed instantly. And Hiro does the same to others who had posted hateful comments about his mother. Anyone who insults her becomes a target. His grief has now turned into revenge. But there is still one person who genuinely cares about Hiro, Shion Watanabe. She knows Hiro is dangerous, but she also sees the lonely human being underneath his terrifying powers. For a while, Cheyenne gives Hiro something he desperately needs, someone who accepts him, someone who stays, but eventually Hiro loses her too. After Cheyenne's death, whatever humanity Hiro had left begins to disappear. He stops caring about who lives or dies. He starts attacking people across Japan. Buildings are destroyed, people are killed, and innocent civilians become targets. Hiro has become a walking weapon, but Ichiro refuses to stand by and watch. He knows he may be the only person capable of stopping him. So the two finally face each other. One is an old man who spent his entire life believing he was worthless. The other is a teenager who was given unlimited power and chose destruction. Their battle is brutal. Both possess incredible abilities. But Ichiro isn't fighting for revenge. He's fighting to protect people. Eventually, Ichiro manages to defeat Hiro. Hiro is severely damaged and disappears. For a moment, it seems like everything is over, but Hiro survives. Badly wounded, he eventually returns to Ando's house. Ando is terrified. He knows exactly what Hiro is capable of, but despite everything that happened, Ando still considers him his friend. Ando turns toward his computer and starts showing Hiro his new game. Then he turns around. Hiro is gone. The room is empty. The balcony is open, and that's where the story ends. Two people received the same power. Ichiro used it to save others. Hiro used it to destroy them. The power didn't decide who they became, their choices did.